Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. We have an interconference showdown here in Boston where the Celtics will square off. And when you look at these teams, both very tough on the glass.
Oh, yeah. High effort, high energy. They sharpen their elbows for this one. It's an inside back.
Yes. And so off the tip, it's Boston. Now Golden State's starting five. It's the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. Pachulia is out there with Green. And it's Durant in at the small forward position. Now here's Johnson. Bradley kicks to Horford. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes it from 10. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Horford's got the game going here with the first basket for the Celtics. Outside Durant. Thompson in the corner. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
I mean, you feel like Clay could hit these shots blindfolded. Such a great sense of where he is on the court at all times.
Curry with the steal. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. Finished off the break.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
That's part of his skill set. Excellent recognition on his part to get in the best spot to complete that look.
Now here is Horford. Outside Bradley. Just 5 to shoot. The 15-footer. Horford no luck.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Durant. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
When KD gets it in that close to the rim, you're out a good option. He's so good. I mean, sometimes you just give him the foul. You just give the foul.
And one thing we've seen from Kevin Durant so far in his career is that he shows up big when games mean the most. His team might not always win when the lights are the brightest, but he is still at his very best.
You are so right. Whenever he is on the national stage, it seems that is when he drops 40 and 10, and he's been playing in huge games his entire life and knows how to amp himself up. And while some stars can wilt or vanish in big games, Durant just seems to flourish.
Durant hits them both.
We've seen it time and time again. Marksmanship from the line.
Golden State on D. It's a 5-point game. Horford with the screen on Curry. It's Thomas outside. Nailed from three-point land. Thomas got himself on the board with 3 there. Curry kicks to Thompson. Durant against Crowder. Over in the corner, Green. It's stolen by Johnson. Outside Bradley from the baseline. That's good from Horford on the assist by Bradley.
Pretty good defense there, but remember, Horford is one of the best shooting big men in the game. He wasn't fazed.
Pachulia the pass to Durant, and he gets the bucket.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Thomas. There's the pick, and the wide open shot from Crowder. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Curry's got his first 3 points of the game.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now, here's Thomas. From 13, the putback. Great positioning on the putback. Warriors leading by 3. Outside Durant. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Over in the corner, Green. It's stolen by Johnson. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Off the dribble, Crowder careening inside and gets the whistle. Now, Jay Crowder, by some advanced metrics, ranked as a top 6 small forward in the league last season. He's a gritty, defensive-minded player. He makes a positive impact on both ends of the court.
The first free throw is good. And Crowder eager to prove himself after being acquired by the Celtics in the Rajon Rondo trade.
The Celtics got a steal of a contract through 2020. He's really helped establish that tough, high-effort culture in Boston.
Now here's Green. Back to Thompson. Inside. Pachulia. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And the Warriors last year had to deal with the unique situation, Chris, where they had essentially 2 head coaches during their run. Luke Walton filling in wonderfully for Steve Kerr as Steve was recovering from a back injury.
Well, Kevin, think about it. For a lot of teams, that can be a distraction or throw them off their game, but the Warriors marched right along. They had a great record under Walton and played the same basketball when Kerr was able to return to the bench. Only a mature team coming off a title like the Warriors were can handle a strange situation.
He hits the second from the line. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Right side, Thomas. To the paint. Here's Johnson. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Durant with some nice D. And taken away by Johnson. Got that one up quick. Johnson's got his first points of the game.
Spotting up and knocking it down. The big man Johnson can't be left alone.
Here's Durant. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
David versus Goliath, except this time, the bigger man wins this one.
And for Kevin Durant, guys, when he left Oklahoma City to join the Warriors, he knew he'd face a backlash. I mean, fans in Oklahoma City, some felt betrayed. Critics who said he took the easy way out. But in the end, he went with his gut, decided to face that criticism and go outside his comfort zone and his safe haven, if you will, in OKC.
Now here's Crowder. They set the screen. Thomas, it's a wide open look, and the 3-ball is good. Thomas got a couple of threes now in the first for Boston.
And with his usual degree of difficulty, I mean, that's an easy one. Thomas able to just catch and release.
It's Thompson off the drive. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Thompson's got 5 now. And for Durant, his choice to join the Warriors, Greg, seemed to be about winning, but also about the culture that they have developed out there.
Yeah, I mean, the Thunder had often been criticized for the way their offense would at times break down into the quote-unquote hero ball, but the Warriors play an unselfish style. Players who love to pass the ball and who can also get along great off the court. I think that was a huge part of what attracted KD to the Warriors.
Now here's Thomas. He has 6. Picked by Horford. Thomas with the ball. Now Green defending. Just 4 to shoot. From downtown. Again, Thomas missing. Warriors have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Outside, Green. To the middle. Here's Pachulia, and he comes up with the deuce.
And the precision lead pass by a highly skilled playmaker.
Kelly Olynyk checked in for Al Horford. Well, Draymond Green, Chris, has turned into a statistical monster the last couple years.
Well, name someone as unique in the kinds of stat lines that he puts up. Sometimes he'll miss out on a triple-double due to lack of points but still have 15 boards and 15 assists. Out of any player in the league right now, I could see him coming close to putting up a quadruple-double at some point.
And here's Pachulia after Avery Bradley was able to get the triple. Durant kicks to Curry. The shot that time, not on target. Good D by Thomas. Boston trailing. Outside Crowder. The three from Bradley. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Brad Stevens. He said this may be one of those games that really needs big offense to win. He said we have guys who can pass and guys who can finish. In a game like tonight, we have to put up big numbers. We'll see if they can score enough to make that difference, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks for filling us in there, David. Getting their offense sorted out is the priority here, guys.
And that's what typically drives them. So no big surprise there. They'll be expending most of their energy at the offensive end.
True, and it'll be interesting to see which sets they run. I mean, over the course of the game, because they have the talent and versatility to go in a number of ways.
Curry's shot is good.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Outside Thomas. Out left to the wing. Lets the three fly. That one doesn't go. And Golden State will come the other way. Curry kicks to Green. Back to Curry. Fires for three. That shot missing. The Celtics have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Outside Crowder. Thomas dishes to Jerebko. Great D that time from Durant. The Warriors lead it. On its way from Curry for two. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Curry's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, he's been basically perfect so far in this quarter, especially on offense.
Thomas passes to Jerebko. Back to Thomas. Outside Crowder. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Warriors leading by 3. Thompson in the corner from past the arc. Connects from three-point range. He's got 8.
Not many guys more lethal on the catch and shoot. That's an easy bucket for Thompson.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Olynyk. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Simple rule of team rebounding. Everyone needs to box out someone when the shot goes up. A number of assignments were missed right there.
With the putback, and Green is right there. Green's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Thomas with the ball. 6 points for him. Outside Crowder from deep. Crowder with another miss.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Another 3 for Golden State.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
They set the pick. Durant against Thomas. Down low, Jerebko. Durant with the steal. Green kicks to Durant. Thompson from long range. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. And it's a 12-point Warrior lead. Outside Thomas. Olynyk sets a screen for Thomas. Tries to save it. Outside Curry. And Green gets it to go. Green's got 6 points.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Dishes it to Curry. The layup off target. And for the Celtics, they're shooting to start out this game about 43%.
Some people say Steve Kerr didn't have any coaching experience prior to his job at the Warriors. Well, he had plenty of other points on his resume. He was the GM for the Suns for a lengthy spell. He also served as a broadcaster for many years before cruelly abandoning our profession.
Now Bradley following Durant's three-point attempt. Thomas dishes to Olynyk. Crowder kicks to Bradley. 6 to shoot. Boston needs to get off a shot. Here's Olynyk, and again it's Boston converting. And Chris, with Kerr, it wasn't just the positions he held that helped his development as a coach. It was who he has worked with in the past.
Well, Kevin, just look at the list of the coaches he's played under, and it's a who's who in basketball. He played point guard for both the Zen Master and Popovich for a number of years.
Now here's Thomas. 6 points for him. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Curry. And it's 9 points for Kevin Durant.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
And here is Thomas with 2 seconds left.
Not the fastest, biggest guy, but Steph's competitiveness allows him to be a good defender.
And work ethic, a big part of Steph Curry.
There's obviously ways that you can get better.
And he's certainly become not only a complete player, but the kind of true star guys that every team is looking to build around.
You know, when he was drafted, Steph was viewed by most scouts as a great shooter. Not a centerpiece, but boy, were they wrong.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
Smooth sailing from an offensive standpoint thus far.
Oh, yeah, good recognition, finding a number of weaknesses in the defense and then relentless in exploiting them.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Livingston is out there with Ian Clark. Then there's Pachulia. Then it's West, and it's Iguodala in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Livingston. Just 5 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. No good from Clark.
Can't believe he missed that one. I thought for sure that was going in.
West with the steal. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Now Livingston. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Pass to Pachulia. Horford with the rebound. Celtics trail by 14. Smart passes to Horford. Got a hand on it, and they're able to recover. Pass to Uredko. Here's Johnson. He feeds it to Smart. His three-pointers off the mark. Warriors leading by 14. Over in the corner, Livingston. To the wing right side. Here's Clark. He's covered by Brown. No good from Clark.
Everyone in the building thought that that one was going to go in, including me. That's just shocking he blew it.
Now here's Smart. Shot to end this cold run. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
The Warriors have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Livingston with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Clark. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. And the Warriors lead by 16.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. Chris, who's your pick for the best player at attacking the rim right now in the NBA?
Oh, I mean, when you talk about attacking the rim, and especially with force, you got to look at Westbrook. The way that guy gets to the rim and gets and attacks and also will dunk on you like a big fella. I just love his game. Harden, with his ball handling and creativity, the way he just searches out contact and gets to that free throw line. You have to love Harden. And I think Wiggins, he's a young guy that's really moving up on that list. When he gets the ball and you get caught sleeping, poster time.
That's right. Austin with the ball. The Warriors making the shot. Yarebko, but they get it back. And it's Horford with the extra effort.
I mean, he's connecting on most of his shots out there, and his team has needed every one of them.
Livingston dishes to Clark. West kicks to Livingston. There's the feed to Pachulia. The 17-footer. And David West, the bucket on the assist by Pachulia.
No hesitation. When he saw the space the D was giving him, that's two.
And here's Smart. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. There's Brown with the three, and Pachulia pulls it down. Warriors leading by 16. Takes a three. Good on the triple.
Oh, and a nice look by Livingston, keeping his eyes up. Locates the man.
Boston's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Now Smart. Johnson kicks to Horford. Unable to get that one. Excellent D there from Pachulia. Clark, the pass to Livingston. There's the dish to Clark. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got 3 assists in the game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Picked by Horford. Pachulia with the steal. Iguodala with it. He's against Yarebko. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's West. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And Chris, for the Celtics, a depth of talent, great coach, but they admit they've been looking to get that transcendent player to take them to the next level.
Well, I know this for a fact. You can go a long way with chemistry and depth, but it's tough to win it all without a superstar player or two. You know this front office will continue to be aggressive, looking to position themselves for a run at an 18th championship.
And the first one drops. And David West drops them both. And the Celtics with a time-tested template. Stock up on tough defenders, Chris, and find just enough offense to get the job done.
Well, and a scorer like Isaiah Thomas can really move that needle for you. But you're so right. So many talent evaluators, they just get infatuated with scoring. But when you start by looking for defenders, I think you're closer to a winning recipe.
And it's the Warriors with the ball after Marcus Smart missing on that last three-pointer. Brown outside. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
And it's Golden State's ball. They're on a 14-2 run here. Livingston with it. Now guarded by Smart. Here's Livingston. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. To the wing on the left. West a screen on Johnson. Clark kicks to Iguodala. Again, Iguodala missing.
Shocking, he bricked that one. That shot usually is money for him.
To the inside, here's Johnson. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces with his passing.
Now here's Livingston, guarded by Smart. And that one's good by Clark.
Timeout.
Clark's got 11 points.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And as easy as things were for the Warriors during the regular season as far as injuries go, that wasn't the case in the playoffs. Steph Curry would deal with ankle problems early against the Rockets in their series and sprain his MCL in Game 4. The Warriors would rally, but what a huge blow it is to be without the reigning two-time MVP for a large chunk.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Olynyk comes in for Johnson, and it's Isaiah Thomas in for Jerebko. Durant's checked in for the Warriors. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, we know our old friend Steve Kerr was new to coaching when he took the reins of the Warriors, but he'd mentored under the greats. He said that Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich both had an almost scary amount of presence. As for Steve, he said, "I'm very laid back. I believe in the calm presence of a coach more so than the ranting and raving and screaming and yelling." I guess that's what he says to the referees anyway, guys.
Cool under pressure, but D.A., he's as competitive as they come. Thank you. And the Warriors would rally without Steph as they were able to get past the Rockets easy enough.
Well, and the Warriors needed to keep that ship steady with Curry out.
And the Celtics making a change here. Crowder's checked in. Golden State also making some changes. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Pachulia. Thompson comes in for Ian Clark. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 20-4 run. Now here's Curry. He's got 7. And Thompson kicks to Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 9 points for Steph Curry.
Using so many devices to get his shot. I mean, that time Curry on the catch and shoot.
Thomas against West. Thomas dishes to Smart. Sinks the three-pointer.
Boy, shooting with a lot of confidence from deep. You have to get up on him.
Up top, Curry. He's guarded by Thomas. Curry passes to Green. Yep, that one goes in there.
I mean, he's built like a truck. Draymond easily able to finish through contact now with the chance to put the cherry on top.
Avery Bradley, he's checked in for the Celtics. The Warriors have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. Well, we hear so much about Curry and his offense, and rightly so. But you know what, Chris? He's an above-average defender in his own right.
He is not going to be considered one of the best all-time defenders at his position. But he is a very solid defender and has improved in that area every year he's been in the league.
Now, here's Bradley. He's got 5 to shoot, and Olynyk kicks to Thomas. From outside, off the mark.
But these are just terrible shots he's attempted right now. No reason whatsoever for this kind of horseplay.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here is Thomas. He's got 6. He kicks it to Horford. Bradley dishes to Olynyk, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Olynyk. Down low, here's Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 7th assist in the game.
I mean, you have to love the awareness of Curry's sick look to find an open teammate.
Bradley kicks to Olynyk, looking to end the run, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Olynyk's got 8.
Recognizing the size mismatch, pulls up from mid-range, easy money.
Here's Thompson, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
That's his second personal.
And just a little bit ragged defensively.
Well, somebody needs to wake them up and tell them they need to put forth a much better effort on D if they want to get back in this one. Well, many have wondered if Klay Thompson would be happy being the second option on offense. He's a great enough shooter and scorer to be the first option on most other teams. He's a team player and says he's happy with his role and prefers winning over stats.
Now, here's Thomas. Picked by Horford. And Thomas, here we go. Bradley with the ball, picked up by Thompson. For three, and Bradley gets it to go on the assist by Thomas. 8 points for Avery Bradley. And many players will say they prefer winning over being the man, but Klay backs it up. He knows that Curry is perhaps the best shooter ever. And Klay compliments him perfectly.
Well, that's not the easiest thing to do as an NBA player. Defer to someone when you know you're just as great. Klay has been the epitome of a teammate and has been a great second option on offense. He still gets plenty of recognition when he goes off on one of his sick hot streaks, though.
Here's Bradley. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Inside. Thomas kicks to Olynyk. 5 to shoot. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Horford. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there.
A frustrating start to this quarter for him.
Thompson misses.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Thomas against Curry. Outside Thomas. Here's Horford. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Well, it hasn't been his best, just to say the least. He just needs to calm down out there and let the game come to him.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Bradley, no one around him. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Inside, out to Thompson, the tray, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Outside Thomas. 46 seconds left to play here in the half. Horford, the 18-footer is right on the mark. Horford's got 4 points now in the quarter.
How about Horford? They're showing the jump shot. More of a set shot, really, but at his size, he can get it off.
Durant, the pass to Curry. Lets a floater go, and it's good on the way in. Curry's got 14 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And Thomas, here we go. Shoots a 3. Again, the miss by Horford. To the inside. Shot's good from West. 10 points for him.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
Well, and as a result, their field goal percentage has been very solid. A really admirable job done by them so far.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The Warriors on top, running away with this one. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Draymond. Of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of mismatches. You know, most of the time there's a big guy on me. If not, there's usually somebody trying to switch off. And I just got to know when to pop and just take advantage of the mismatches.
You've done just that in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
First half in the books. Klay Thompson putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He ended up with 22 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Their perimeter shooting has made the difference, and so many of their points are coming from long range. They've come out, spread the floor, and executed their jump shooting game. It's been a barrage from the three-point line. Guys always finding the open shot. If they can stay hot from three-point land in the second half, this game is over.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Well, their sloppy play really surprised me, especially the turnovers. No matter who they had out there, they never seemed to be on the same page. Their only hope is to make every possession count, and that means taking care of the ball.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Welcome back to Boston, the buildings of the financial district visible in all their glory. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but you know, anything can happen. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
Oh, yeah, he's crafty, very difficult to defend one-on-one. We may see more double teams roll his way the second half.
Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Amir Johnson is out there with Horford, and it's Crowder in at the three. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half. Here's Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Curry's got the first bucket of the third here for the Warriors. And Celtics coach Brad Stevens, a big believer, Chris, in keeping things as simple as he can for the players.
And very focused. From the first day when he took over, he showed the players the numbers of where the team had to get better. Just as important, he showed them how thin a margin separated them from being the top seed or missing the playoffs completely. That breeds confidence, but also focus. They realize how every play matters.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
Curry setting the pick for Durant. From deep, Green. The rebound by the Celtics. Outer dishes to Thomas. Pass to Horford. Johnson the screen. Here's Bradley, and he jams it with authority.
With his athleticism, nice to see Bradley driving to the rim.
Curry kicks to Pachulia. That's short off the rim.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Solid defense. They weren't going anywhere against them there.
Johnson the screen. Here's Crowder. The Warriors pull it in. Pachulia's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Durant in the corner. And again, no good by Golden State.
They are a lousy 1 for 5 for the half. They need to find a way to get it going here.
Curry against Thomas. Johnson outside. The pass to Bradley. Shoots. And that one goes long. The Warriors have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. A very slow start offensively. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Thomas kicks to Johnson. Green with the block.
And good anticipation by Draymond. I mean, he always gets in position for these clean swats like this one.
Shot's good by Durant. Durant's got 16 points.
The passion, the skill, taking full advantage on the offensive boards.
Stolen by Thompson. 18 feet out. And Horford pulls it down. Horford's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Thomas with the ball. He's got 8. The 3 from Bradley. Drills the three-pointer. Bradley's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that's where he's most comfortable. Bradley crafting his game to excel in the catch and shoot.
Pachulia kicks to Curry. Here's Bradley. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one on Thompson.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
And how about the explosiveness he shows, going from the offensive to the defensive end in a blink.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Brown is checked in for Crowder, and Marcus Smart is subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. And then for Golden State, Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Durant. Ian Clark comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Now here's Livingston. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change.
And this is where Livingston makes his money. Tremendous mid-range game.
And here's Smart. Brown outside. And the three ball is good. Brown's got his first 3 points of the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Livingston passes to Pachulia. On the wing, Iguodala. He's covered by Brown. Launches a three, and Iguodala with the basket, the assist by Pachulia.
Oh, you had to close out hard on Iguodala. He's made himself a true threat from beyond the arc.
Smart dishes to Johnson. Picked by Horford. Kicks it to Bradley. Lets it go. Kept alive. Here's Johnson, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
That's his third personal foul.
Now, when you think about Amir Johnson, the last ever prep to pro draftee. Now, look, he was taken out of high school with the 56th pick by the Pistons back in 2005. Learning from the vets on that squad, he learned how to win.
And we're not used to thinking of 11-year vets still having room to grow, but you know what, Chris? That might be the case with Amir Johnson.
Well, it's interesting. I played with Amir, always a great athlete with high energy, great motor, but he's never averaged more than 28 minutes a game despite being that highly effective player. That could mean he's had a lot of tread left on those tires.
Chris, during your playing days, you were named to the All-NBA team in 2001, several All-NBA second teams. How much does it really mean to a player? How much did it mean to you to make those lists?
You know, it meant a lot, especially when your career is over, to know that, you were one of the best, especially with the competition that was at the power forward position those years. I mean, could have given it to anyone with Tim Duncan and Dirk Nowitzki, Kevin Garnett. I mean, Rasheed Wallace, you look at those names of power forward just in that conference those years. So, I'm just proud that I, was one of the best at my position and had fun doing it. The biggest thing, it was something that I've always worked hard for. It was a dream just to make it to the NBA. So anything else is gravy. But I'm definitely proud of those years in the league. You do it all in the name of wanting to win the championship. And, I trade all those in for a ring.
Great perspective.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Now Smart. The screen from Brown. Here's Jerebko. Boston, no good that time either.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Iguodala, and taken away by Johnson. Brown outside. Horford kicks to Jerebko. Nice ball movement by Boston. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And Amir Johnson, a darling of the analytics stats people. He ranked as a top 6 power forward last season in a stat called real plus minus, Chris.
Well, I got a stat call. I really don't care because I definitely don't necessarily believe in those analytics. You have to have a common denominator in each situation, and you just don't have that in analytics. But he just knows where to be, and he makes winning plays. The per-game numbers might not blow you away, but this is one of the guys that get the job done on both ends of the floor.
Olynyk, he's checked in for Al Horford. So Johnson hits 2 of them.
And we're looking at the last ever prep to pros draftee. I mean, Amir Johnson taking 56 overall by Detroit in 2005. He's been in the league over a decade now.
Now here's Iguodala. Feeds to Clark. Launches it. Rebound Boston. Johnson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one thing you've heard over the years about Amir Johnson is that his box score stats may not wow you, but they belie his impact on the court. Coach Brad Stevens said he just knows how to play both ends. He makes easy plays with the ball, and then on the defensive end, he makes everyone better. Indeed, a two-way impact player, Kevin.
He's a plus-minus standout, D.A. Thank you. The Warriors making a switch here. West is checked in. Pick by West. Clark kicks to Livingston. for the three. Rebound by Johnson. The Celtics have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Goes up to the stripe. Green for 2 points. Brown's got 5 points so far.
And sure, the D was all over Brown, but in the end, he's just too skilled for them in the paint.
Dishes it to Iguodala. West against Olynyk. Now here's West. He's guarded closely. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw good, West. Chris, throughout your career, you spent a lot of time down low on the blocks, and we're seeing less of that now, those post-ups that were such a primary option when you played in teams' offenses. Does that concern you? Is that good or bad?
It's concerning from this point. Kids aren't being properly coached in the middle school and the high school level. Kids don't know how to play on the post. When you look back through the history of this game, whether it's been guards or big fellas, the post is not about how tall you are. The post is about how the closer you are to the basket, you usually have an advantage. And if you have game, then that pump fake game down there work and get you to the foul line. And if you are a good passer, then it draws the double team. It changes the angle that the defense has to look inside and play. It helps slow the pace down sometimes in the playoffs when the game gets tough and a little bit more physical. And we can say that everybody's changed their game, but only one team wins a year. So, you know, I don't know if the trend is necessarily not there with big guys not in the post. When I look at guys like Drummond, Blake Griffin, Dwight Howard, Horford, Jordan, Zebo, the Gasol brothers, there's still a lot of post players out there. So I don't subscribe to that opinion that is less on the post. I just subscribe to the opinion that maybe coaches don't want to coach that way because guys have post game, but we just have to see if the game will change. But small ball right now is what everybody loves.
Great perspective. Olynyk can't hit.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And that one's good by Clark.
Well, you just got to keep feeding him the ball. Everything he shoots has been gold so far.
Smart passes to Johnson. Olynyk sets a screen for Johnson. He dishes it to Jerebko. Takes it from 10. He can't get that one. Good defense by Iguodala.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And how about the Celtics? Over the last 3 seasons, climbing up from a subpar defensive team to elite status. You look around the league, there may not be a better perimeter defensive trio than Marcus Smart, Avery Bradley, and Jay Crowder.
Now here's Smart, following the miss by Draymond Green. Launches a 3. Smart misses. Warriors shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Iguodala dishes to Livingston. 1:57 left here in the third quarter. Pass to West. Just 5 to shoot. Tries again. The offensive rebound. Boston's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Brown kicks to Olynyk. West with the steal. Here's Iguodala. Here's Green. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
I mean, just the ultimate glue guy. Green's strongest asset may be his ability to contribute across the board.
And as good as the Celtics have been defensively, Chris, Coach Brad Stevens thinks they can get even better.
Well, yeah, at times they've been a bunch of hacks. They still foul too often and struggled on the defensive glass. I think they've needed more shot blocking inside. If they can address those issues, this defense could be scary.
Crowder, he's checked in for the Celtics. Isaiah Thomas comes in for Brown. Golden State also making some changes. Durant's checked in for West. Klay Thompson comes in for Ian Clark. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston.
And Draymond Green is such a unique player in every sense of the word. He lines up as a power forward or center most of the time, but is often running the offense. He can act as a point center for this team for long stretches of time.
Drains it from beyond the arc. 6 points for Marcus Smart.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Outside Durant, and the wide open shot from Green. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. And that's 15 points for Draymond Green. And with Draymond and his playmaking, a lot of it isn't just his ball handling, Chris. He's one of the best decision makers as well in the NBA.
And his huge assist numbers have proven that. Not just huge for his position, just big in general. Draymond gained the confidence of coaches with his decision making, and they've given him more and more leeway on the court to make plays.
And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Green's got 8 here in the quarter.
How's that for in your face? Draymond shrugging off the defensive pressure.
Thomas goes in. Here's Smart. That 3 off the mark.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Curry. He's got 16. Outside Durant, 3 seconds left. It's good. Durant's got 18 points.
And even with the defense swarming him, Durant still can drop in a jump shot. That right there is what makes him one of the best in the game.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Warriors ahead, delivering the blowout. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Move it to the next guy, drive and kick, let it come out in the wash, all right?
And Steve Kerr asking his guys to simply run their offense, share the basketball.
Yeah, and don't just settle for tossing it around the horn. Attack the defense, play inside out when you can.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And Golden State looking at who they've got. The incredible shooting pair of Curry and Thompson in the backcourt. McAdoo out there with Durant, and it's Verjao in at center. Misses off the right iron.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Well, that's just not wise to take that shot in that situation. He'll think better of it next time around.
Rozier the pass to Zeller. Durant against Green. 6 on the shot clock. Kept alive by Boston. Young with no one around. Good on the three-point shot. Young's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Celtics. Down low. Out to Thompson. Wants to get it to Verjao and does.
Excellent D to force that miss there. That took real courage to risk being on a poster, being he's one of the best dunkers in the game.
Rozier kicks to Zeller. Pass to Green. Again, the miss by Green.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Curry. 21 points for Kevin Durant.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Tipped away, and that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. And some changes here for the Warriors. Ian Clark comes in for Thompson, and it's Livingston in for Steph Curry.
Sean Livingston.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Young. Boston, no good that time either.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And over the course of his career, Durant has become more and more welcoming to create contact.
Here's Rozier. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. And the basket by Rozier.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
And Gerald Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
They set the pick. Clark kicks to Livingston. And Gerald Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Clark kicks to Livingston. He feeds it to Clark. The shot. The shot missing. Now Boston takes it the other way. Here's Rozier. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. 5 on the clock. Green dishes to Young. To the middle. Here's Zeller. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Oh, and Young's passion is remarkable. Always wants to get his guys open looks at the bucket.
The feed to Clark. There's a screen. Durant kicks to Clark. Back to Durant. This one for 3. That shot off. Great D that time from Green. Young, good look. Here's Zeller. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Well, a smart man knows his skills. Zeller staying around the rim with the second effort.
The dish now to McAdoo. Back to Livingston. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
That's his second.
Now, you got to love what Sean Livingston gives you as a point guard. He comes in, continues to run the offense, and setting up his teammates. He has a great back-to-the-basket game to get his points on the block as well.
2 shots.
And with Livingston, he's absolutely deadly when posting up another point guard.
Well, he doesn't take a lot of threes like his comrades, but he does feast when he brings the defender to the post. His huge height for a point guard, well, that just helps him get his shot off on those smooth turnarounds. It also helps him on the defensive end, as he's quick enough to stick with any position 1 through 3, but can use his length to disrupt passes.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Johnson comes in for Jay Crowder, and it's Brown in for Gerald Green. Rozier kicks to Zeller. There's the pick. Young up top, shoots the 3, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
Oh, and the long-range shooting of Young, I mean, one of his strengths.
Pass to McAdoo. For 3, Durant. Zeller grabs the board.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
Well, it really went well according to plan there for the D. They completely baited them into taking that shot, making that move, and they were ready for it.
Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Clark kicks to McAdoo. It's Durant on the wing. To the left side wing. And that one's good by Clark.
Oh, he hasn't lost his touch at all. Great shooting performance from him.
For Boston, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Now here's Brown. Durant with the steal. Oh, and here we go with Durant. Nobody back. And that one drops. Durant's got 11 in the second half.
That's a play that only superstars make. I mean, Durant comes up with the swipe on one end and gets the finish on the other.
Here's Johnson. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Golden State's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Varejão's shot is good.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Here's Rozier. Johnson the screen. Zeller passes to Brown. Boston again missing. And for the Warriors, they're shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. And it's Durant missing.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Rozier. Picked by Zeller to stop the run. The shot, no good.
That was a half-hearted pick. And he was just going through the motions on that possession, and now it ends up costing him.
Clark kicks to Durant. 3-pointer. Again, Durant missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Shots good from Young.
And an elite star for shooting. I mean, Young has the tools to put points on the board.
There's a good screen. Here's McAdoo. Shot clock at 6. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Clark. Durant's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Warriors. Rozier kicks to Brown. The pass to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Young. Good on the baseline jam. Young's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Well, he has put forth an outstanding effort on offense this quarter. He will need to keep it up if they really want to cut into this lead.
Durant against Brown. Clark kicks to Durant. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. It's Young on the wing. He kicks it to Brown. Lets it fly. Misses off the left iron.
They were right up in his grill. Really gave him no breathing room to release that one clean.
For 3, Durant. And Boston with the rebound. Zeller's got his 6th rebound on the night. High post try. Rebounded by McAdoo. McAdoo's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Livingston with it. And Durant gets double teamed. And it's Clark in the corner. Here's Livingston. And Boston with the rebound. And here's Young. Kicks to Johnson. And good that time. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Here's Varejao. That drops and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got 6 assists in the game. Boston's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. Rozier kicks to Zeller. And Young now, top of the key. And it's off from 3-point range. Warriors shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Back to Livingston, feeds to McAdoo. Livingston kicks to Durant. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Durant's got 16 points here in the second half.
This has been an amazing display, a true crowd-pleasing performance for him. I mean, and it's helped get this team the lead.
And Young kicks to Zeller. Back to Brown. Offensive rebound. Johnson. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Oh, that's all because of the persistence from Johnson, battling for the second chance bucket.
Livingston kicks to Varejao. Outside Durant. Picked by Varejao. Lots of room. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket. Boston shooting 43% for the game. Here's Rozier. Picked by Zeller. 1:46 left in the 4th quarter of this one. 5 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
A high efficiency score. I mean, inside. I mean, Zeller with those great soft hands.
Dishes it to Clark. And Young comes over to help. Back to Livingston. Wants to get it to Varejao and does. Basket good.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
No surprise here, just a big-time performance for Kevin Durant.
He was just impossible to keep up with offensively. He was the key for them playing at such a high level and at such a great pace. No matter what kind of D they threw at him, he found a way to keep putting the ball in the bucket. And it became clear early on in that 2015-16 season that the Warriors were going to be special. Everyone knew that they were going to be atop the standings all year, but you had to start viewing them in a historical context shortly into the season. Even with all the talk and the pressure, they still kept their composure to win 73 games.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Jerebko's checked in for Johnson, and Smart subbed in for Young. Now here's Brown over to the left wing. Here's Jerebko. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And Chris, with the Warriors and all this historical context talk, inevitably they were compared to the team whose record they were chasing, the '96 Bulls.
Well, yeah, I don't get caught up in that argument. It's so hard to compare teams from today to teams that played 2 or 3 decades ago. I had to play against the '96 Bulls, but I tell you what, players were different, the rules were different, the style of game was different. It's really hard to say who would win.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
No, that's the nail in the coffin. Call it a game.
Here's Smart. And again, Boston with the triple.
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's a fair question. Looking at the clock, it appears they might be out of luck.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at.
Thanks very much, Andre. A lot of great offensive players on this team. How does it all come together to have a night like tonight?
Well, we know our defense is our catalyst to everything for our team. So as long as we play defense, get stops, rebounding was most important tonight. You know, they're one of the best rebounding teams in the league. We were able to do that and get out on a break.
And you made the most of it when you had those opportunities, Andre. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Kevin Durant. And that's it for tonight.